Okay, so Garmin, they've junked my Navigator. I've had this Nuvi. It's a 2595. Had it for like 10 years, seriously. I got it back in 2012. And since last update, it doesn't work anymore.
Lost satellite reception.
Oh, beautiful. Just in time, because I wanted to show you that the actual voice does work on it. But when you're driving along and you've got the route in and you've got your little map in there, it doesn't tell you to turn left or right. It's just totally stuffed now. The voice is gone. But as you could hear, lost satellite reception. That's the only time you hear it. And the other time is, I'll see if, probably won't be able to do it because because it's got poor satellite reception now, sorry. Probably won't be able to do it because it will say, drive to highlighted route. It's got lost satellite reception. It's not gonna do it. But it will say drive to highlighted route, and you'll start driving and purposely make the wrong turn, and it just doesn't say anything. It's just deadly silent. And it's just been really annoying because I actually updated it before I went interstate, and because I wanted it all up to date. And luckily I had, there was two people in the car because I ended up being a navigator because the driver did not want to keep looking at the screen and working out in, unfamiliar area when to turn. So, and I stuffed it up a couple of times because you're going along and we're on the freeway and there's lots of little turns and outlets and after turns there's you got to think quickly and work out which way to go, which lane to be in. It wasn't showing the lane assist, it wasn't doing anything, so it's junked. It's pretty much useless. And I've written down all the things. This has been going on since February, and I've pretty much had enough. That's why I'm doing the video, because I've just had enough of Garmin. I've done everything, and they've confirmed. They looked on the computer. They said, you've done all the fault finding, all the troubleshooting, and I just got a rude phone. I basically updated it this morning through the cable, and it hasn't fixed it. I thought, okay, beautiful, we've got an update, because I was meant to go through engineering and get this fixed. Update didn't fix it. So I thought, I've had enough, because the girl, I swear, she I was just imagining, I was thinking, she's probably got purple hair and a, it's typical social justice warrior. She just wasn't interested. She goes, well, it's 10 years old. There's not much we can do. But as you can see, it's basically the same as the new ones. You look at that, it looks pretty much the same as the new ones. Same screen, same icons, everything. It works just like the new model. So why get rid of it? It's been working perfectly for 10 years. And you start thinking of all the conspiracy theories. What have they put in, like obsolescence? After 10 years they just make it not work. And it was like the top model at the time. It came with I'll show you this cable. It came with like the satellite, because it's the 2595 LMT, which means lifetime maps. You get lifetime maps, and the T means traffic. You've got this little traffic receiver here, and built into the cable with a cigarette lighter plug, and it tells you when there's traffic hazards and that sort of thing. And it's just been working really great, but last update a couple of months ago, it has stuffed up. Now I've written down all the things I've done. I've done the 2 reset methods. There's one reset method where you power it off, then you hold your finger on the right hand bottom of the screen as you're powering on. It will come up, do you want to erase all user data? And it says yes, and away you go. Right, now I suspect there could be a memory problem with this thing, because even when I do the reset user data, it's still coming up with my favorites, and Garmin saying that you shouldn't do that. And I don't think there's any way to completely erase the memory. So it could be one issue. Engineering should have just come back with a solution for this. I've also done the other reset method, was you get into the where are we? I'm not too sure we can get into it now, because it's a specific screen that's got the speedometer. You press on the speedometer and you hold that, and it comes up, you want to reset user data, press yes, it goes through. So I've done those 2 methods. I've also reinstalled the updates. I've changed the language. If you look in here, go down to language and settings, and you can change sorry about the reflectivity. You can change the voice language there. I've made sure that I've got this one set to Australian Karen, which says street names. Let's see if I can get this. There you go. Australian English Karen says street names, so it should all work. You know, it's one of the ones that says street names. It should be saying street names. It doesn't say it. That's what's wrong. It doesn't say it. Changed it to different ones that says street names. The American one, the English one, nothing works. Also found this interesting reset where you go into, you press the top left hand corner where the satellite thing is. You keep pressing that and it comes up with a satellite screen. Sorry about the reflection here. That's better. Then you hit elevation and it will come up with resetting the satellites. Let's do this. Keep pressing there and it comes up with the resetting satellite screen, and you can press cold start and away it goes, and that resets all the satellites. That didn't work. All right, so I'm pretty much at my wit's end here. That's why I'm doing the video. I think there's a little money icon underneath the video here, so press on that if you want to help me out, because it looks like I need to buy another Navigator, even though it's not my fault. Basically, Garmin told me to F off. It's like, you know, not much we can do. Yeah, it's too old. We don't support it. Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, why you keep calling sort of thing, you know? That's the impression I got. I didn't say that in those exact words, but she kept on saying, oh, is there anything else I can help you with? I think that's about it. That's about as far as we can go. No, just, you know, what's happening with engineering? They're meant to be fixing this, because basically they stuffed it up with the update. And, yeah, I'm at my wit's end. I did actually find, I'll just show you here. So I'll connect the device now. I did find this little in the utilities. Wait until it connects. So I got a little Garmin icon there. A little fuel pump. It looks like a little Tesla charging station. So that will connect in a minute. There we go. It's mounting now. I did find, once it starts connecting, you can reinstall the languages, and I think this could be an issue too, because it doesn't seem to be doing it properly. So here's my Garmin Nuvi. I got my black bars here. You'll see in a second why. It's because it shows my device. So go to Tools and Content. It says, it says it's up to date. As you can see here, checking for updates. It says it's up to date. Check out the map details. I got my Navigator maps there. I've done all this. I've reinstalled the maps. I've done everything possible. So in the Tools and Content, so I've got the blackouts there. I'll just leave those on. They're too hard to stuff around, toggle them on and off as I'm going through. So you can go to, so you can see here the Garmin Nuvi 2595. Go to Utilities. Go to Language Files. Now what happens is, I'll do it in real time. Click on the English. Go down to the bottom. Go Install Now. So it installs. So you can't see that because it's a different window, but it's installing now as we speak. And it will come up. Install is okay. Takes a little while to install. Now I install the English languages because I think, well, that's pretty close to what's wrong. It's obviously not accessing the language file properly. But the interesting thing is, if I change the language, it is actually saying, go to highlighted route in the different voices. So not sure. I'm at my wit's end what to do here. So you go, updates complete. So if I go back, then I go back into it and utilities and go language files. You can see there English is still showing up. put it right up there next to the black marker there. English is still showing up, so it's like it hasn't really installed it properly. Because I can click on it again, and I can go back to the bottom and install now and install again. So it's in this sort of install loop. So I think that's the closest I can get to what is wrong here. There seems to be a problem installing the language file. Never ever have I had to do that before. I've never had to go and reinstall the language file before. So that's something that, I just discovered through Garmin help, through the technical help, that they have this option. And in the 10 years I've had it, never had to do it. So I don't think that's the issue. I think it's they've done something with the update, and it's totally stuffed it up. It will not do turn-by-turn navigation anymore. So, and I've looked everywhere. I looked on YouTube, all the videos, and I have not found anything that actually solves this problem. So Garmin's at their wit's end. They've offered me a 20. I said to them, I'm going to do a YouTube video on this because I'm not going to be out of pocket. This is just ridiculous. And even if they offered me a new one, I'd probably still do the video anyway, because I don't like being bribed into shutting my mouth about these things. And it needs to be said that Garmin have stuffed up, and they just really don't seem interested in fixing this. So we'll turn it back on. Turn him back on, and we'll see what goes on. But yeah, they just don't seem interested in fixing this issue. They even said to me, it might take some time with engineering because it's an old, obsolete device. But it works. It's current. It just doesn't. It's just lost a very, very important feature. So you can hear there that the sounds work. View map. Cloning satellites. I can go and do a where to, or chuck a. Just chuck anything in there. Start a new route. It's probably not going to even be able to pick it up because there's no satellite reception here. Oh, okay, it's calculating. We'll see if it says drive to highlighted route. I think sometimes it takes a bit of...
Please drive to highlighted route.
So that bit works. You can hear that. That's the English Karen. Karen Australian with street names voice. And that bit works, and then you'll drive, and it does not actually tell you anything. It's just silent, silent, silent forever until you lose satellite reception, and it'll say lost satellite reception, as you heard at the beginning of the video. So I'm at my wit's end, guys. As I said, I'll probably need to buy one of these. It's going to be $200 out of pocket, basically. So if you want to help out, and if you're pissed off with Garmin, leave a donation below. There's a little donate button there that I've seen in my videos. Yeah, that's all we can do. Unless I'm going to probably wait a month to see if the engineering team fixes it up with an update. If not, sorry guys. If not, I think we're up for a new Garmin. As I said, it's been really good, so I don't know whether they're putting planned obsolescence into these things now. It just seems strange. It was pretty much bang on 10 years. And they've basically disabled the functionality of some of it. So it's just a conspiracy theory. I wouldn't put any weight to it, but it's just really strange how bang on 10 years it's not working now. And it's just been working perfectly before. All the other updates, just been that February update that I did. And we're now in the end of April, so for a couple of months it's been going at least, and I'm not getting a solution. So leave your comments below if you got similar stories with the Garmins. I know some of the cycling units, people have trouble with the navigation, turn by turn. I've researched all I can on this. I can't find any solution. If you've got a solution I haven't tried, I haven't mentioned in the video. So I've got here, reset 2 methods, reinstalled updates, change the language, reinstalled the maps, reset the satellites. done the latest update, no good. All right. So leave your comments below if you've got similar issues, if you've got a solution, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.